Welcome to the Coach Jason Simpson Show. I'm Chris Brinkley with Coach. Coach, you played your final game of the season, a win over Tennessee State. Nice victory.
Well, it certainly was, and it was a great way to cap off the season. A couple of things were accomplished in that game. One, our defense was able to get its first shutout in OVC history, so very excited about that. Our seniors send them off the right way with the victory. We were able to close out 3-0 with our interstate rivals and capture the Sergeant York Award. So, it was a good way to propel us into the offseason.
And the Skyhawks were motivated from the very beginning. Let's go back and watch the game film from Saturday against Tennessee State. Tennessee State and UT Martin at Graham Stadium. Coach, a cold, wet Saturday for your team.
Well, it certainly was, but we were able to overcome some of the bad weather. It's the first rain game we've had this year, so I thought we played with the elements as good as we could there. Tennessee State fumbles one, and we just didn't get on it. But here's Derek Welch making a great interception, and I'm real proud of Derek his senior year. He's really able to contribute and played well.
Boy, that really got the momentum going for the UT Martin Skyhawks.
You get a short field here, and we go with the quarterback throwback, and Jason McNair throws it back to Derek Carr, and Derek gets it down inside the 5. So anytime we can put out those trick plays and trick the defense, we'll certainly take it.
Jason McNair can do a little bit of everything, and Carr looked like a receiver there.
I guess actually Jason's 3 for 3 in pass attempts this year, so the highest completion percentage.
Watch McNair here.
Really not a very good block play, but Jason just, made some guys miss and got in the end zone. It's been 2 weeks since he's really got some carries at the tailback position, so he was really fresh and really quick on the night.
Had that injury where he was out and then played the receiver position. Point after is good, and the Skyhawks take the lead 7-0 here early in the first quarter.
I think we had over 100 yards total offense in the first quarter, but, kind of needed to get some more points on the board, but unfortunately wasn't able to do it.
Tennessee State with the Skyhawks stop there.
Defense playing really, really with a lot of effort, a lot of emotion, and, Tennessee State had been running the ball good throughout the season, but we were really able to stop the run game at times. And Kendall Harper, I thought, played a solid game and really kind of made his presence felt back there at that safety position on some nice, hits on some receivers.
Some hard hits. Skyhawks back with it. Here's Carr.
There's a little bootleg and Carr out of the pocket there, throwing to his favorite target, Shiver.
McNair with a big run.
Nice block play here by Rodney Irvin and Taz Tillery, and Jason finds a little seam and maybe stays outside, he gets a touchdown there, but gets down inside the 1 or 2 yard line, and those are things that were missing earlier in the year, those big plays.
Quarterback Carr takes it in.
And when you get those big plays, it really takes the it takes the wind out of the sail of the defense, and it cuts down on your margin from error where when you start getting those 14 and 15 play drives, eventually, penalties or the defense will stop you.
That's good. It's 14-0 now. The Skyhawks with that first half lead, and you continue to celebrate. And it was just a feel-good game from there, Coach.
Well, we moved the ball, like we said, very effectively, and Daniel Chamberlain catching a little out route for the first down, and good to his senior season, and had a great game with Austin P. He was banged up all week. We didn't think he would play, but he came back and contributed, and nice little off-tackle toss play there, and AJ taking for a 10-yard gain, and we kind of turned into a play-action team, though, but we were a throw-first team at the end of the year, and it set up some nice runs for us.
This time AJ will catch the football.
Little screen pass there off our drop-back series, and we're throwing the ball 3 yards in the air, and AJ's turned into a 12 to 15-yard gain. And I thought AJ kind of made his presence known later on at the end of the year.
There's Carr. You see some of that maturity as he continued to improve with each season.
Well, he did. He didn't have his best game. Accuracy, he missed a couple throws, but even when it's not a good game, he's still throwing for almost 300 yards. I mean, there's certainly some progress being made.
Tennessee State back with it.
Just really couldn't handle our quickness up front. All of our movements and stuff, just, at times we looked like we overmatched them.
And I really thought it appeared from the sideline we had scouted them well, that we were prepared for what they were going to give us.
Well, our defense staff, does a great job, and, you studied formations and personnel, and Coach Boone and his staff have done a great job.
This result in a penalty.
Here's C.J. Estelle, just really, once we got him back from that injured finger, he's really able to help us there with the, in the return game and get us some first downs. I'm really excited about him going into senior year because I think he's one of the better punt returners in the league.
Carr with the ball for the Skyhawks. And he'll find Shiver.
A little stutter move right there, and Shiver sets it up really well. And Derek's able to hit him on the run, and had that same play against EKU, if you remember, a couple weeks ago, and he kind of underthrew it, and but here he puts it on the money, and Shiver's able to turn it into a big game.
Again, Shiver with the reception.
We go up top here for the corner route, and Derek's got to get the ball up in there just a little bit quicker, and Shiver will make that catch for him. So good play by the defense. High snap here. Disappointing. It's our first bad snap of the year, and it's disappointing. We had almost 300 yards in the first half, but only came away with 14 points. So we definitely got to improve on that.
Brooms lets it fly.
Getting pressure into the quarterback's face where he can't step into it, and just really harassed him all night.
Kendall Harper's going to get another big tackle.
Making them go east and west. Our defensive line really was solid, the whole year, and real proud of that group's effort.
Carr.
Little dig route there to our redshirt freshman Chris Thompson, and Chris made a couple catches on the day. Didn't have his best game. Had a drop or two to where we're looking for some improvement from him in the offseason because he's going to be able to help us.
This time to McNair.
Great wheel route by Jason where we got him matched up with the linebacker, and just outstanding throw and catch. And it takes a lot of concentration to be able to catch the ball because the defender had really good coverage.
There's Thompson again on the drive.
Off the double post, off the play action, and Derek does a nice job on rhythm finding Chris on the on the shallow post, and that's how you draw it up.
Had to attempt the field goal here.
Derek takes a sack right before we go to half, and the field goes 5 yards deeper than what we'd want it to be, and Cody only missed 2 on the whole year, and that's 1 there. So that's Derek's got to learn from that experience and not take the sack in the red zone.
Skyhawks lead at 14-0 at half. Here we are in the third quarter.
Well, we really talked about sense of urgency in the second half, and I was concerned after these first couple of runs. TSU comes out and rips off a 15-yard run and then a completion here, so they've moved the ball 30 yards in 2 plays because I felt a little complacency in our football team because they felt like they had Tennessee State on the ropes, but you got to put teams away.
This time Wright is stopped.
Nice. You see all those blue shirts in the picture. Everybody getting to the football.
And here's a field goal attempt for Tennessee State.
And this was big right here. We made a long field goal and he misses it, and just kind of changes the momentum back for us.
Tennessee State here on the drive a few plays later.
Even when they do complete it, you see 4 hats right there on the fullback in the flat, and that's good to see. All the team. The team tackling and a lot of hats getting to the football.
That's a nice defensive play here.
Step up in the pocket, got pressure on him, forced the the bad decision, and Nathan Rodero there to pick it off and take in the end zone. And that's one of the things we missed this year is scoring by our defense.
Watch it one more time in slow motion. He reacts so quickly.
And Nathan's a guy that's just a great team guy and very physical player. We got to continue to get him put a little weight on him there in the weight room to let him stand up to all the hits that those linebackers and the physicality they have to play with week in and week out.
21-0 Skyhawks with a lead. Tennessee State back with the football.
Like I said, they're very capable, and they're ripping off 25-yard runs right there. We didn't really play that stretch zone as well as we need to, but our defense once again here in the red zone toughens up a little bit after this play, and gets the turnover and gives our offense an opportunity to come out there and get some points.
Yeah, for some timely turnovers here.
Well, it really did there. When getting the knock loose, and Tim Cox scooping it up here, and just really took the wind out of their sail again. And it's hard being on the road when you turn the ball over like that to have a chance to win.
Tennessee State's had a tough season, lost a lot of close games, so you knew their confidence might be fragile, and you just kept doing what had to be done. Skyhawks back with the ball here.
Nice, little double post again to Shiver, and he's getting really good at this route. And Derek missed him earlier in the first half, but he finds him this time. And like I said, when you can rip off those 45-yard gains, it makes it very difficult for defenses to stop you.
It's a big pickup there, 53 yards for Shiver.
The double move there. Derek throws it on the money, and Chris, the young redshirt freshman, doesn't run through the catch and loses his focus and has the drop, and we have to settle for a field goal.
And here's Sandlin from 34.
Like we said, Cody's been steady the whole year. I think he was 11 to 13 or something like that all year. So, got to improve on our kickoffs, but very, very satisfied with his improvement as a field goal kicker.
Skyhawks leading it now 24-0, still in the third quarter at Graham Stadium over Tennessee State.
You know, like I said, they gashed us on a couple runs, and you know, we got to go back and look and see, you know, if we're playing high, not getting off blocks. But they're very capable. They were running the football well throughout the season. You know, you're not going to run east and west on our defense. You know, you probably should attack us more, you know, north and south because we're not that big, but we're extremely fast, and you know, that's just a credit. And that's the kind of kids we recruit. Is we take speed over size any day.
Skyhawks get it back. Here's Jason McNair.
You know, Jason had a big game, and you know, that run play wasn't blocked very well, but he's just able to make a couple guys miss, and you know, same thing there. The defensive end plays it well on the little double read hand, and you know, Jason takes off and makes a big 45, 50-yard gain.
Big pickup for the Skyhawks in here. UT Martin looking for another touchdown. Derek Carr finding Steven Shiver.
Nice play off the boot here and getting him out of the pocket. And you know, I don't think we've ever thrown this combination all year, the post off of the out route, and you know, just a nice throw, great concentration by Shiver to go up and make the play.
Just over the defense in Shiver's hands, perfect trajectory, and the field goal, or the point after, is good. And the Skyhawks now leading it 31-0.
You know, so at the end of the third quarter, for the most purposes, you know, this game's over, and we're just trying to finish it off in the right way.
McNeil with the pickup.
You know, true freshman DJ McNeil, very physical. You know, got a lot to learn and getting stronger, but you know, he's always going to run hard and give you a downhill presence.
Carr again.
You know, bringing the blitz, and Derek checks out right here and gets to the double slant and finds Smooch, and that's a big gainer, and you know, it's good to see everybody contributing.
And then Julius McNair, who plays defense and offense, will take it.
Well, Julius still the backup quarterback, and you know, wanted to get him in and you know, give him some reward for all his hard work and, you know, playing both ways, and he's able to get the touchdown and get the big lead.
Walks it into the end zone, and the UT Martin lead now 37-0.
You know, now the only question is that can we, you know, preserve the shutout and get our first OVC shutout, and you know, we're playing still a lot of young guys here, getting them some experience on the field, but at the same time, you know, keeping an eye on that scoreboard.
And that meant a lot to you, Coach.
Well, it did, because I mean, it kind of you know, when you accomplish things you've never accomplished before, you know, it just there's a feeling of satisfaction that goes with that, and our players need to experience that. But you know, here the big run with some young guys in the game. You know, can we get the stop? You know, I wasn't quite sure, but you know, the defense kept playing hard.
You know, once you've done something for the first time, I think it's easier after that. And as you mentioned, Sergeant York Trophy, beating Eastern Kentucky this year, and then the shutout.
Well, certainly, you know, we got down to the last play here, and you know, we get to stop and get the pressure on the quarterback, and you know, just a good feeling and a good way for those seniors on defense to go out.
Skyhawks win it over Tennessee State at Graham Stadium, 37-0 the final score. UT Martin gets the win over Tennessee State. Coach, overall, a season where maybe you didn't win the conference championship, but as you said earlier, you accomplished a lot this year.
Well, we did. You know, there were some things in our program's history that had never been done. One, the victory over EKU, as we talked about earlier, winning the Sergeant York Trophy. I mean, those are things our seniors could take on as they go to the next stages of their life that they were a part of. And it gives our young kids something to talk about in the offseason, to know that a 5-3 record in the conference is not, you know, what our ultimate goal is, but if we do things maybe a little bit better, a little bit more focused, that we can get back in that, you know, 7-1, 6-2 mark and have a chance, you know, for the conference championship next year.
Coach, what's exciting? A lot of talent coming back on this team for next season.
Well, there is. You know, on offense, you return your quarterback. Anytime you can return your quarterback, you have a chance. And obviously, we'll also, you know, two or three starters on offense that will be tough to replace, but that's why you recruit. And then defensively, we do have some faces to replace, with Josh Bay being the biggest name, and he certainly had a great career here. But you know, we've recruited well the last couple of years. We've got some pieces of the puzzles that we need to go out and find in this recruiting season, but we're excited about where we are.
Okay, Coach, we'll see you in August.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. It's Coach Jason Simpson. I'm Chris Brinkley. Thanks for watching The Jason Simpson Show.